Hi, my love. So I am here to do my January wrap up, and we are 4 days in to February, and I'm just now doing this, but yeah, just bear with me. So you're probably gonna think I'm crazy. I read a total. Okay, before I say the total of books that I read, I'm just gonna say I'm 9 months pregnant, and all I can do basically is sit at home all day in my bed in the house and read books. So yeah. So for January, I read a total of 23 books. You heard me right. I said 23 books. How many were novellas? I read 5 novellas, and then I read 18 novels. Amazing, in my opinion. As you guys can see, I'm smiling. I had such an amazing reading month. It was crazy. So I'm hoping February is going to be just as good. But it probably won't be, because this month I have to do my baby shower, and I'm going to be going into labor any day now. So I'm probably not going to be able to read that many books. So, yeah. But, anyways, I'm going to just jump right into it. So, the first book that I read was Star-Crossed City. Let me just turn the light up for you guys. So, the first book that I read was Star-Crossed City by Josephine Angelini, and this is a novella, the 1.5 novella to the Star-Crossed trilogy. I liked it. I gave it a 4.5, right? 4.5? Yeah. Gave it a 4.5 stars. Really, really good novella. I just wished it was a little bit more detail, but I enjoyed it. The next book I read was Star-Crossed, which is book 1 in the Star-Crossed trilogy by Josephine Angelini. I gave this a 5+ stars on my favorite list. Absolutely love it. Absolutely amazing, outstanding novel, and I mean, I don't know what more to say. It was great. So anyway, the next one that I read was Dreamless by Josephine Angelini, which is book 2 in the Star-Crossed trilogy. 5 out of 5 stars. Another amazing book. I love the paranormal Greek mythology aspects. Outstanding, and I definitely recommend it. The next book that I read was Goddess, which is book 3 in the Star-Crossed trilogy by Josephine Angelini. Absolutely love these covers. The covers are super gorgeous and pretty, and oh my god, I love it. Another favorite book, 5+ stars. I highly, highly recommend the Star-Crossed trilogy if you're into paranormal romance or supernatural powers or Greek mythology. Really great book. Absolutely highly recommend it. The next book that I read was Premeditated by Josen L. McQuinn. This is more of a mystery thriller kind of novel. Loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5, or was it a 5+ star? No, this was a favorite book as well. Absolutely loved it. Great story, great premise, amazing characters. It was a bit predictable, but I did enjoy it, and yeah, it was a great novel. The next book was Cruel by Jennifer Albin. I really didn't like this novel. I really don't even remember what I rated it, but I didn't really like it. It wasn't what I expected it to be. Will I continue with the series? Yeah, but I didn't like it, and I actually do like the cover though, and I really didn't notice the girl up until someone actually said it in a video. So I'm not sure if I like that novel as much, but it is what it is. Alright, so then I read The Unbecoming of Mara Dyer. Freaking adored it. I think I gave this one a 5 out of 5. No, 5+ stars. Favorite. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. And it's just, it was an outstanding book. I love Mara. I loved Noah. I loved them all. They're just all amazing. All the characters were outstanding. And, of course, after I read that, I had to move on to book 2, which was The Evolution of Mara Dyer. And I gave this a 4.5 stars. It wasn't as great as the first book, but I did enjoy the series. And I cannot wait till the Retribution comes out, because I am excited. Super, super excited to just move on. Anyways, after that, I wanted something a little light and fun. So I read The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars or 3 out of 5 stars. It was either 3 or 4. Honestly, the book was boring, but I loved the movie. The movie, absolutely amazing. The movie really, really just, I loved the movie. After that, I read Along for the Ride by Sarah Dessen. I hated this book. I didn't like it at all. This was my second Sarah Dessen book. I read Lock and Key, and I loved Lock and Key. Lock and Key is my favorite book. Along for the Ride just wasn't interesting enough for me. I do like the cover, though. The cover is really cute. But I couldn't get with it. I didn't like it at all. So the next book that I read was Paper Towns by John Green. I think I gave this a 4.5 or 4 stars. I can't remember. I'll leave a link down below. But it was a okay book. I liked the comical aspects of it, but I wasn't too fond of the book at all. It definitely wasn't something that I fully enjoyed. After that, I read The Book Thief by Marcus Zusak. OMG, 5 stars, favorite book. I'm going to actually get a physical copy of this book. It's amazing, outstanding. I loved it. I loved the movie. I loved everything about it. I freaking love Hans Huberman. He is like the epitome of an awesome dad. Hans Huberman was amazing. He was just an amazing character. That's all I'm going to say about that. He was amazing. Amazing. I'm not sure if I have the next one. Okay. So the next book that I read was Imposter. Picture here. That was actually an ARC copy from NetGalley that I got. I think I gave it a 4 or 3.5 stars. I can't remember. It was an okay book. I'm going to try to reread it once more because, I don't know, I think I rushed through it a little too much. So my rating is a little bit iffy, so I am going to try to reread it again. But after that, I read The Moth in the Mirror, which is a novella from the Splinter trilogy. And this is by A.G. Howard. 4.5 stars. That's all I can say about that. It was good. I loved it. Then after that, of course, I had to read the next book in the Splintered trilogy because I freaking love Splintered. Yeah, Unhinged. Do you see this cover, you guys? I freaking love the cover. Amazing. Sorry about my lighting, but yeah, I had to read Unhinged next. It was amazing. 5 out of 5. 5+ stars, matter of fact. This is a favorite book of mine. I don't even know where to begin. It was amazing, you guys. That's all I can say. I loved it. It brought me to tears. After that, I wanted a contemporary, so I read Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. Gave it a 4 out of 5. It was good. That's all I can say about it. It was really good. I liked the characters. Eleanor was a little bit on the bitchy side. She really pissed me off at certain parts because she had this woe is me attitude towards life, but, you know, can't expect everything. Then I read Shatter Me, and I loved it. It was amazing. So amazing. I loved it. It was the first book in the Shatter Me trilogy by Tahara Mafi. I loved it. Can't remember if I gave it a favorite or not, but it was absolutely amazing. Then I moved on to the novella Destroy Me. It was 4.5. I expected a little bit more out of it, just a little bit more out of it, but nonetheless, I still enjoyed it. It was still a good read, and Warner. I'm an Adam fan. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm an Adam fan, so don't know how I feel about Warner. Just yet, don't know. Then I read Unravel Me, book 2 by Tahara Mafi, and whew, boy, the action in that book was crazy. Then I read Fracture Me, another novella. I think I gave it a 3 stars. I was a little disappointed because it wasn't what I expected, honestly. I expected it to be something like Destroy Me, where they gave more insight into Warner. They did not give any insight into Adam whatsoever, so I was a little disappointed. But I did like that I found out what happened after Juliet got captured, so yeah. Then I read Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. The reason why, I would have given it a 5 out of 5, but I'm really not a Harry Potter fan, so I know this book is for people, it's like really relatable for people that are like into the Harry Potter fandom. I couldn't get with it, but I did love the story. I love the premise. I just hate it when they entered like some parts from like her fan fiction or from the Simon Snow show. I hated it. I literally had to like skip that part, so that's why I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. Actually, I'll give it a 4.5 stars. I'll edit that. But yeah, I love Levi. He is such an amazing character. And Nick, I think that was his name, her partner for her writing class, jerk all the way. Anyways, then I read Forged, which is the prequel to Altered. I read this in January because, like I said, I'm reading Altered in this month, so I wanted to read the prequel. And this is by Jennifer Rush. Really, really good novella. It was pretty good, so yeah. Then the last book that I actually finished was Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead, and it's a favorite because I love it, and it's awesome, and I adore it, and yeah, I love it. Okay, and the last book I guess I'm going to include in January, but it's really a February read. I started reading it in January, and that is Frostbite, which is book 2 for Vampire Academy by Rochelle Mead. So that is my January wrap-up. 28 books, 5 novellas, and 18 novels. Really, really great reading month. I enjoyed it. It literally takes me 1 to 2 days to read a really good book, and 3 to 4 if it's a horrible book. So yeah, that's about it for my wrap-up. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll be back to do my February TBR.